Hi there guys, welcome back to the Art of Business English, and this week I've got a great episode for you. It's episode 116 of the Art of Business English, and this one's basically not necessarily for those who want to learn English. It's really dedicated to those who want to teach a language online. I've got a lot of people asking me now, how can I teach online? They've been forced to transition from a traditional environment or a traditional classroom environment, and now they need to work online as a result of confinement because of, we're in April of 2020. It's coronavirus full swing here. So I thought I'd quickly give you guys an overview of how to teach a language online and introduce you to my new course, which I've just released this week. So let's look at how to teach languages online. Right then, so in this episode, I'm going to show you how to teach English online or another language online. It doesn't necessarily need to be English. Obviously, English is my specialty, but really the principles are the same for any language. You can teach your native language online and make some money on the side, which is a good option. The benefits to teaching online are that you've got more freedom and more flexibility. You can basically work from anywhere around the world, and you don't necessarily need to have customers or clients who are in your local area. The benefit to students is that they can get access to some really high quality teachers, native teachers as well, because suddenly this marketplace has become more global. So what do you need to be able to teach online? Well, you do need a bit of like language training background. I mean, you can start from zero, but I would definitely recommend having some qualifications or some experience with teaching, because otherwise you're going to struggle a little bit in the beginning. But there are like basic setups and more advanced setups. Today, I'll just look at the basic setup, the minimum requirements to get you started. If you want to go into the full detail of how you can become, an online coach or an online teaching professional, then you'll have to dive into my course, which I'll explain at the end. But now I'm just going to explain to you the basics. So basically, you need to have some qualifications. So that would be helpful. If you want to start from zero, just doing conversation classes, then you could, because that doesn't require much experience. But then again, you're going to need to know how to explain like grammar elements and the reasons why something is like this, okay? Otherwise, students won't feel they're getting much value. So you need to have a good grammar book on whatever language you are teaching and know how to explain different aspects of grammar. Secondly, you're going to need a high-speed internet connection, because without that, it's very difficult to deliver online classes. You can do classes over Skype, which is the most typical one, but you could do, if you're just doing one-to-one classes, you could do them over WhatsApp calls, WhatsApp video calls. I mean, you don't necessarily even need to do video calls. You can do 30 or 40 minute just conversation over the phone, which is a great thing for some people. For example, some customers love the option of being able to make a call with someone, practice their English when they're driving into work, because just with a WhatsApp call, you can be talking to someone on the other side of the planet who's native. So you need to have an internet connection. You need to have some video conferencing software. So either Skype, that's a free one, but as you know, there's lots of options, but we'll just look at Skype today. Skype, everyone has an account generally, and then obviously just share your ID with that person. You arrange a time to go online, and then you call them, and it's simple as that. You will need some resources, so you will have to locate some. If you want to use a book with your students, then you need a digital copy of that book. So you'll have to make a scan of it, or you'll have to find a PDF online from the book or the resource that you want to use, and then from there, you'll probably need to have a decent computer, or either a laptop or a desktop. If you are using Skype and things like that, you can really even just use your phone. But again, it's going to be limited to what you can do if you're using a tablet or a phone. So you need, Skype, WhatsApp, a laptop or a desktop, a good webcam or headset as well. So a webcam is going to be the minimum. As you know, most laptops have an integrated webcam. So if you're using a laptop, you're sorted. And most laptops, not all laptops in fact, have an integrated mic. So you can, launch a class with the laptop pretty easily. If you're using a desktop computer from your home, then you're going to need to have speakers or a USB headset which has the integrated mic and the speakers on the headset. And that's about it really. With that, you're good to go. So you can start an online conversation class with someone just by using these basic things to start one out. Okay, that's your basic setup. Now, if you want to take things to the next level, you will, and it depends on what type of classes you're going to run. If you want to run live training, you'll need video conferencing software. If you want to run live training with lots of people, then you'll need to have a paid solution for video conferencing in most cases, because there are some limitations on the number of people that can join a session with the free version of video conferencing software, or there are time restrictions, so you can only have for example, with Zoom, I think it's just a 40-minute time limit on a free plan. So and then if you want to run online classes, so if you want to sell online courses with video and content like that, then you're going to need to host that somewhere. So you'll need to have a platform or a website. You'll need what we call a learning management system, an LMS. And these are basically like platforms which allow you to host online courses. There are basic versions and then there are more advanced versions. So for example, I use Moodle because it's pretty advanced, it's open source, and you can do a lot with it. But then there's very basic ones which you can use with WordPress. There are some free plugins. But then there's a whole bunch of considerations about how I'm going to sell these courses, how I'm going to lock the content or restrict access to that content, how am I going to charge people. So you need to think about getting a PayPal account and a Stripe account, integrating that on your website so that you can get paid. Now, if you just want to do conversation classes with people, you're still going to have to think about how you're going to get paid. Probably the easiest way to get paid online is PayPal, except they do have quite high commissions, so that's something to consider. There are also other websites that you can use. You can register with online platforms and they act as like a marketplace. You offer your services and customers come in and then they search the directory of teachers for the different languages, and then you sell your services through these platforms. And these platforms will register you and then they will pay you directly at the end of the month or at the end of the week, depending on platforms. I think one of the most popular ones is called italki, and they have a registration process, etc., etc. So there are some avenues for finding clients and getting some business, but it really depends on how detailed or how extravagant you want to go with the whole online learning or online teaching as a profession. Now, the good thing about teaching online is it can be your native language, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a language. You can teach anything online, really. So you could create a little niche for yourself. You could be seen as the professional. For example, if you work in online marketing in a company, you have a good, well-paid job, maybe on a side project, you could start like how to set up a Google AdWords campaign or how to do search engine optimization. You could sell a course on that, or you could become like a coach, an online coach for people who are interested in learning digital marketing. So, really the opportunities are infinite about what you can teach online, and it just depends on how professional a setup you want to get and how in-depth you want to go into this world of teaching. But yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, lots of opportunities, lots of flexibility. You can set your own schedule, you can work from anywhere. So becoming an online trainer has a lot of good options. So that being said, I have been working diligently away preparing a course on how to teach languages online. And this course really takes you through all the steps. It looks at basic setup. It looks at advanced setup, all the tech things. It looks at all the technical issues that your students could have. It teaches you how to connect your students, how to help them remotely, how to plan out a digital, like an online class, how to deliver an online class, and all of the skill sets you need, all of the technical knowledge that you need. We've even got packages in there that help you set up a website with hosting. You can create your own online business within about 2 weeks. We'll have everything ready for you with a learning management system set in place. All of your shop, so your PayPal, your Stripe, everything ready to go. So I'm going to get you guys a link now, so check it out. So I'll be launching the course this week. The launch will start on the 13th of April, and there will be obviously an offer for all of my listeners and those who are followers of me on the Art of Business English. And it's incredible value, so I encourage you to check it out. So I'm going to put up a link for you here now so you can access this amazing course and this amazing offer. You need to head over to theartofbusinessenglish.com and look at slash or bar HTTO. So HTTO. So how to teach online. Okay, so that's basically the course. It's about how to teach languages online, but really you can teach any skill set you've got using all of the resources and the methodology that I've put in place. So as I said, it's a complete system that will take you right through all the steps you need, from really starting as a basic, conversationalist, right through to becoming an online coach, which is something that I've been doing for the past 4 years now. I've been online as an online coach for the past 4 years, and I've run many online programs, and I've been teaching English. I've been an English teacher for the past 12, nearly 13 years now. So I've got a lot of experience, and I've been through all of the hoops, and I've used all the software, and I've made all the mistakes, and I've wasted a lot of time and a lot of money in learning all of this stuff. So I'm going to make it easy for you, and you'll get the complete system at an incredible price. So check it out, The Art of Business English /HTTO, and all the details are there. Well, that's it from me, my friends. I'll see you all next week. We're going to go back to our normal programming, and I'll be there delivering you some more useful lessons. And before I go, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been joining me this week on the Art of Business English free webinar series for Easter. It's been epic. People have been loving the content, and I'll be placing those webinar replays up on social media, so keep an eye out for those, okay? All right, everybody, have a great week. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the coming week. Take care. Bye for now.